Okay, welcome back to Callie's in the Kitchen. Today I am using a large rock live edge mold from Pouring Your Heart Out eBay store. I'm using some Holbein ink and some pearlescent brilliant gold from, I think it's called Jacquard. You can get it most places. My white is mixed in resin and I use the bloom. And there is my clear with a little bit of one of the colors I used in this particular color. It was primary magenta and dioxide purple. So this technique, you pour the first sort of transparent color first on the bottom of your mold. This is kind of a takeoff from a combination of two artists, amazing artists who do amazing resin work. I chose this style today from Lillian, from her YouTube channel, and I will be doing, I think the same exact colors just for comparison in another way of pedaling. So the next, after you pour your first layer, I am pouring the gold. Now remember, on mica powders, make sure you stir just incessantly and just continuously. You want to make sure that that mica powder really dissolves well in the resin. Otherwise you'll have streaks or sort of unevenness. Mica powder is beautiful, creates wonderful effects, but you have to just stir, stir, stir. On this style, I am going to pour the gold on the outer edge, as you can see, and just sort of do a spiral pour and just let the resin do its own thing. Not, push it out, push it in, nothing like that. You just pour it on the edge. And then I will torch a little bit as well. And then with the Bloom pigment paste, which I purchased from Pouring Your Heart Out eBay store. You can also get it on Amazon. This is a magic sauce, the Bloom pigment paste. It just surpasses so many white pigment pastes that I've used. Then I squeeze the cup and create these sort of spirals all around the edge of the mold, and just keep spiraling, 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 spiraling. And while I'm doing that, I am using iCrystal from Resin Pro. This is a 2-to-1 resin, and it is very thin viscosity. I use this particular resin for the other technique called Larimar, which is also a course that you can take from resincourses.com. And there are many different flower techniques. And iCrystal resin, I find, works well for me in my climate, which is Washington State, for Larimar, and then hopefully for this too. So now I sort of let the spiraling of the white sort of settle a little. I don't know if you're supposed to or not, but I just do. And how I stall time for that, because I'm so impatient, is that I'll just start cleaning my tools. All right. Now I have the clear, which has a very tiny bit of the dioxide violet, which I used in the other color. And then I gently pour it in the center. And as I do that, I watch the edge of the mold to make sure I'm not overflowing, because it'll just create such a mess and you have to spend time cleaning up your mold. So there's the clear, and torching, and look how nice the white that I've drawn kind of closes in towards the center. It's just magical what resin does, and it's a science, and it's chemistry. It's all in one. I have no clue on how it works or why it works. I just do. I'm just, like I've said, I'm just a doer. I see all these amazing people out there doing fantastic work, and I just love to learn, absorb as much information as I can, and then I just try to do it because they're so pretty. They just make such pretty things. I'm addicted to resin, and you should see my garage. It's just full of projects, and I give them away, believe it or not. Or sometimes, occasionally, I get lucky and I sell a few pieces. Torching again, because we don't want bubbles, or as much as bubbles as possible. Good thing my eyesight isn't that great, because even though there are bubbles on the other side when I demold, I don't really pay attention to them. I have mixed in another cup some gold bits, glass bits, from Laura's Art Corner, and some black chips as well. I thought that would make a pretty color combo. Poured it in the center. By the way, these colors were from Miss Julie Cuts, from her YouTube channel, Pouring Your Heart Out. She is my inspiration. She is my guru. She's my everything in resin. She's just wonderful, and she's so generous with her knowledge and expertise. So it's so cool how the resin sort of sucks up the gold bits, and then I use my silicone tool, kind of push it down a bit, and then I noticed that I still had some glass bits, and I hate to waste. I hate to waste resin. I hate to waste inks, and so here I am putting some more of the leftover glass bits. Maybe I should have, maybe I shouldn't, I don't know. I just did. Look at those colors. They're just amazing. Thank you, Julie. I don't have black in the Holbein acrylic ink, which is what I used here. I used primary magenta from Holbein, and I used dioxazide violet from Holbein. I may have said purple earlier. I meant to say violet. So now I will, here I go again, using every drop of glass bits. You silly girl. All right, now I'm with my silicone tool. I'm just pushing my glass bits in, twirling at the same time. And it looks so pretty on this side. So who knows, someone may actually like this side, which is the bottom end or bottom side of a pour. All right, so I will just let that sit for a while. Torch, torch, torch. As always, feel free to fast forward. Oh yes, hope, 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 pray, pray, pray. Wish us luck for the demolding. And it is the next day, and it is the exciting day. So I don't know if you can hear, but when you peel back the mold from the piece, it makes this crunching sound that I really quite like, and Miss Julie introduced us to that. All right, here we go. Let's see. Ooh, pretty combination, and I love all that pedaling. This turned out quite prettily. So enjoy, and thank you so much for watching.